Phone down here. This is going to be Neisa's first time eating raw chicken, still on the bone. I'm not going to shred it this time to give to her. She's old enough, she can eat it right off the bone. You guys ready? Ready? Want some food? You want some food? Ready? 1, 2, 3. And she's got liver in there too. So Emma's eating up the liver. Neisa took one of Emma's hearts. I gave Emma some hearts because they were thawed out enough. And I gave Neisa the whole chicken bone. It's a thigh. No spiky parts in it. Hey, what are you eating? Her chicken hearts. I gave them both liver. Raw liver, of course. Here she goes. She goes to the bone. She takes it. She takes it because she wants to hide. Oh, no. She walks away. Here she goes. Here she is. What is it? What'd you see? Now, Emma will get it in a second. See, and then Neisa will come back. She'll eat the rest of her specially mixed food. Her raw diet food. Here she goes. And she's gonna get it, she's gonna take it. Sometimes she goes outside, and that's exactly where she's going to go. So they say when you give the dog the meat on the bone, that you have to supervise. Under your supervision, because there is a bone in there. And dogs have been eaten for years in the wild, and they don't choke themselves. So when you cook the bones, is when you're going to get in trouble because they shred. No, Emma. That's Neisa's. You ate yours. Of course, they could have probably took some more of the fat off because Neisa doesn't like fat. She's a healthy eater. Here she goes. See, she eats it without choking. She can eat it off the bone. And I actually watched a video yesterday of they are using whippets in Australia to hunt wild boar. Wild boar are big compared to a whippet, but these whippets, they hunt in a pack like raptors, and they would attack the whippet, or they would attack the boar, run around it, attack it from the other side, and they worked as a pair. These are some big whippets too. And that's what they're originally bred them for, is to hunt. So it's a natural animal instinct. And this is Neisa's little hunt. There she goes. She didn't know quite what to do with it. Maybe she's nervous because I'm watching her. So I'll stand back. Did you eat your chicken? You gonna eat your chicken? She knows she's on camera. When I chop it off the bone, you just see, he just scoops it right up. That, the raw liver, the chicken hearts. Oh, she got a piece of leaf in there too. The people who have foxes in their farmland, because foxes will eat their chickens and other small game that they have that they're farming. Emma, I'm watching you. And people will lease out their whippets to hunt foxes on their property so it doesn't continue eating their chickens. And I put that on Facebook one time and someone got offended. Like, why would you send your whippet to eat a chicken? I wouldn't, but it's a natural circle of life. And whippets gotta eat too. She's eating it. She's eating it. Like I said, maybe I should have trimmed all the fat off because I usually do and give her just the meat. And Neisa likes dark meat. I've given her chicken breast before, not with the bone. But I've given her chicken breast before. She doesn't eat it like right away until she sees Emma eating it. So she doesn't like white meat. She likes the dark meat. and the chicken hearts. And Emma's back here. She's waiting. She's gonna go get that chicken bone as soon as Neisa walks away and doesn't want it no more. She's gonna scoop it on it. There she goes again. She's just carrying it around. Maybe she feels like she caught a prey or something this time. But it's cold, so prey would be warm. You got all that muscle tone, and she plays with the food. There she goes, she's biting down at it. This way it'll save me time, and I can just throw her the whole bone with the meat on it instead of having to cut it up and prep it for her. The greyhounds that are on raw diet too, they'll give them like beef, chicken, pork, the whole bone and everything, and they won't eat the bones. They know they'll chew on it, the parts they like, and not eat the hard parts. Why is she playing with her food? Uh-oh. We used to have moles in our yard. I think Neisa eradicated all of them. Emma, that's not yours. But I think Neisa got rid of all the moles in our yard because I don't feel their little tunnels that they dig up. And I've increased the fenced-in area that we're in right now. But up by the house where Emma, that's not yours. Up by the house here used to be lots of moles, and I don't see any at all. So I think Neisa did some of her hunting instinct, because she used to get down on the ground and she was poking around with her nose for a long time out here. Neisa's 10 months now. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Now she's finally eating it. She'll learn how to get it off the bone. But she's 10 months now, and I think she got rid of all the little critters that were in our yard that used to burrow underneath the grass. In a little bit, I'm going to expand our little dog fence, because we got the house association here. We're not supposed to have a fenced in yard, but we can have this little dog fence. And I've already expanded it, doubled the size of the area. I'm going to push it out even more. Because when you see Neisa run full blast, this little backyard is not big enough for her anymore. So I'm going to have to increase the size just for her. Because the dog park is going to be too cold to take her to unless I get one of those special swimsuits. There she goes, she's eating it. Let's see how much of that she's got down. She's eating around the bone. There you go. Are y'all done with it? Y'all done with the bone? Now I give her those beef bones you get from the pet stores. They make beef bones for them. The thing is it's cut in a circular shape, like a donut, and they eat the marrow, the inside. You got to be careful what size you get, because it happened to Emma already. She got her bottom jaw stuck in it, and it went past her canine teeth. Once it got past that, she couldn't get it off, so her bottom jaw swollen. We had to take her to the vet, and they had to chop it off. Even though those things are only like $1 a piece, it costs you a couple $100 just to get it chopped off. So you got to be careful what size bones that you get with the bone marrow on it. So now I give them the super sized big ones that they can barely carry, but I know they won't get their jaw stuck in it. If anything, they'll get their head stuck in it before they get their jaw in it. Is that good? Neisa like that bone? Like I said, according to the nutritionist, they can eat the whole bone with the meat on it. They won't actually eat the bone material itself, but do it raw. Because if you cook it, then it makes the bone brittle. Then they get splinters. If it's still soft and raw, it will just bend as it splinters and it won't poke in their skin. But you should supervise them until they get used to doing it. Even when they do get used to doing it, you still don't let them out of your sight while they're chewing on a bone. And Neisa here is on a special raw diet. I give her raw chicken, chicken hearts, liver, internal meat's good. I can get her lung, I can get her trachea. You can all get that from the butcher shop, especially, or you can get it from the pet stores that order it. And then I give her freeze-dried raw food. So you just mix it with water, it looks like a soup. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but as you can see by Neisa's performances in some of my other videos at the dog park, at 10 months, she is outrunning everybody. And I think her health on a healthy diet is definitely contributing to that. Especially her mom is a pedigree show dog whippet, and her dad is a pedigree racer. So she comes from good genes, and she's well developed. And when you see the videos of her running, she gets full all out stride compared to some dogs at this age that they don't stride out all the way. When winter comes, I'm gonna have to give her a treadmill on the inside here, so that way she can get some running done at least 5 minutes a day. But if you know, anybody knows the whippet breed, they're like raptors at this age, and you got to keep them exercising or they'll tear your house up. Emma, what are you doing? She's gonna bite you. And Neisa is actually quite vocal. Whippets aren't that vocal, but Neisa is. So Neisa will let you know if you're getting too close to her. Okay, there she goes. She's chewing it right up. Good girl. You eating all the meat off of there? Yeah. Remember, the dog's pH level in their stomach is about, I think it's 2. Your normal pH level for your arterial gas is 7.35, 7.45. To give you perspective, an onion, or around, even better. So a dog's stomach is around 2. Around a volcano sniffing in the air with all the sulfur is about 3. And the onion is 0. So those are things that will, like, if you're sniffing them, they will fry out your lungs, burn them right out if you're in a sulfur area, that acidic level. So dogs are made to digest things. Dogs have been living for millions of years eating raw animals, which is how they survive. So giving them the raw diet, I've done a lot of research and talked to a couple nutritionists, and it's like the best thing you could do. Of course, the best thing, even better than this, is let them run out on their own and hunt down any animal, and they get 100% nutrition. So you have to watch your vitamins and supplements and stuff like that. Is that good? Is that good? Are you a good girl? There she goes. She's like, hey, leave me alone. I want to eat. Okay, so this is my first video I'm going to put on YouTube. Neisa the dog, Neisa. She's in training. She's going to be dock diving pretty soon, I hope, in the spring here. She is one fast little whippet. Neisa is actually Arabic for full of energy. And I looked it up. I looked up names all over, different foreign language names and everything, just to find the meanings of what they mean. But it's easy to, if you open up your back door and start yelling for your dog, Neisa rolls off your tongue a lot easier. So I will let Neisa finish eating her bone because she's acting like I'm bugging her. And I will start posting more videos on Neisa's growing ups here. So talk to everyone later. Bye.